Hi everyone, welcome back. As promised, I'm going to do my little tutorial on my half moon manicure, which I've done on my right hand because I'm right-handed, and it seems like when I use my left hand to polish, it's a little bit tricky because you got to make sure you're kind of even and everything. Sorry about the clicking when I record. It's the fan on my computer and it seems to be getting worse, and as normal it starts to act up as I start recording, so I'm going to have to take my other camera and try to see if I can record off that, and if it'll do better doing it that way than trying to use the computer, since it's getting worse and my voice is soft to begin with, so trying to speak over it's hard, and if you have earphones on, the clicking's even louder. So I'm going to get started with what I use, or what you're going to need. I got China Glaze Strong Adhesive Base Coat. I absolutely love China Glaze products, and I think that's the trick to why my nails are so long. They don't chip, and I just love the colors that they have. And then, sorry about the spottle, a black polish broke in my case and it was dried like this before I noticed. This one's China Rouge by China Glaze, and it's this real pretty red. And then you're going to need, I use these little reinforcement label, like little circles, for when I decide I'm in a rush and don't feel like doing freehand. Most of the time I do freehand, but since discovering that little trick, I've become lazy and I use those labels all the time. So I will get started. What you're first going to do is paint your nails first with the clear coat, which I've done on my cat claws. And then I'll show how to do freehand real quick. And try not to make a mess. And you'll do, I do from like each corner of the nail, like a half triangle. Oh, can't figure out how to hold my finger. And then I will just run across to make a little arch. So I just run across like the bottom part to get rid of that point, or you could use the point. The pointed manicure looks pretty too. You can also use the French manicure forms. Those work really well, but I like the paper, the little rings, because they just give a much more rounded half moon. And then after you do that little archway for your half moon, I just go ahead and paint the whole nail. And as usual, I get a little bit on the sides. And then you'll just cover your whole nail like that. And that's the one way. And if you'd rather use your little forms that you use, whether they're the French manicure little stickers or these, since I use these, I'll go ahead and place them on the cuticle. You'll try to go by where your half moon is. And you can go as high up on your nail as you want if you want a real noticeable half moon, or you can go as low as you want if you want just a small one. I try to do mine where they're kind of half and half, not too big. And then you want to, I'm trying to inches C, but you'll take your nail and just go around the cuticle to make sure that it's pressed firmly on the nail. And I'll probably redo my nails after this because I really want to cut down my nails. It's so long, so you'll place a sticker on each nail first. So I'll go ahead and do that. Sometimes they don't want to stick where they're directly in the middle, so sometimes you'll have to replace them a couple times till you get it in the position you want it in. So after you get them placed, they're going to look like this. I know that looks really silly, but I guess you got to do what you got to do to get them perfect, or however you like to do them. I know there's so many ways you can do them. When I was in beauty school, we weren't allowed to use forms. And then you're just going to go ahead and paint your whole nail. And what I like about using the forms is that it's easier to have it clean. Don't worry if you get polish on the paper. And then just do each nail like that. Just paint the nail. Normally I use 2 coats of whatever color I'm using, but I'm just going to use 1 this time in case I decide to change them before bed. And I forgot to bring in this ring light in case I get it all over my fingers. That's something to help wipe it off. You can use a little orange wood stick with a little bit of cotton on it and put a polish remover on it and just clean up the edges when you're done. Because I know red polish can get messy, especially when it starts getting gooey. But when you're done, your nails will look like that, all painted, and then your little forms on, and you'll just let them completely dry before taking the stickers off. I swear I cannot ever remember what I'm going to say. I guess it's because I'm in front of the camera and I'm still trying to get used to doing that. So I guess while we're waiting for that to dry, I'll just talk about my little hairstyle. I just leftover curl from last night. I took the curling iron to it, and it's been raining all day today and it's been muggy and disgusting. So the curls did not last very much today. And I have a little barrette in there. I have one on this side, but it's hidden behind my semi-roll. My makeup, I did purples today, and that was from this palette from yesterday that I showed. I used this this purple, a little bit of the light one, I think, in the middle of my lid, and then a little bit over the dark. And then I used one of the white pearl colors as my highlight on the top. And my lipstick's a Wet n Wild color, but I think because it's getting so old, it didn't seem like it went on as bright red. And this one doesn't really have a name. I know I must have had it long enough where they still use the numbers for their colors, and I just dug into my nail. That's what I hate about my nails being this long. It does not take long for me to accidentally scratch one. That, and I talk with my hands all the time. Just fix that. But that was it for my makeup today. I gotta work tomorrow, so I'll probably just like keep it simple, because some days are hard to work when you're working retail, especially when it's raining. You're not really in the mood for all the excitement. I know I'm not. So once they're dry, you're going to peel the stickers. I peeled mine kind of diagonally down. That way I'm not taking the polish off with it. These could still use a little bit more trying time, and I'm trying to keep it quick for YouTube since they like to say my videos are too long. So once you take the forms off, that's what they look like. Nice and pretty. And not so messy as when I do them freehand. It depends. Some days I do them perfect freehand, other days you don't have a steady hand and they get a little bit messy, with it, especially with red. And then normally after that, when they're dry and you've taken the stickers off, you just put a little bit of clear coat over the top, like one coat, and let that dry, and then just go on out, and your nails are all set for until the next time you polish them, really. Mine, this color, like China Glaze color, seemed to last me almost a month on my nails, depending how often I decide to change my nail color. So I really love the China Glaze products, and their reds are really pretty, and I have some of their crackle polish, which is really good too, so I'll have to do a tutorial on that too, because I know my sister had bought some from another brand, and I guess she thought you just put it on your nail. She didn't know that there's another step to doing crackle polish, so I'll possibly do a video on that one of these days, because that's fun. I love doing nail art and things like that, so I'm always doing stuff with my nails, and anything leopard print. I'm just fanatic about leopard print, so those tutorials are always fun. So I hope you enjoyed this little half moon manicure, and give it a try and let me know how you like it, and please subscribe to my videos. I know I'm still learning, and the clicking is so annoying that you might not be able to hear me very well, but hopefully the next video will be I'll do with my other camera, and it'll be better better quality. And see you next time. Bye.